Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Go. 180. Got double tight.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Tight down. There you go. Check. Hey, check 24. Check 24. 49. Check 49.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Tighten up. Check 9.
Play action. It's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson, options out left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 34 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Wentz now to throw. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Wentz now on first down. It's caught by Sanders. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. With it is Brown. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Touchdown, Ravens.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it back.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down.
Good job.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
I'm coming.
Wentz steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. To try again after the sack. Wentz, and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. To throw is Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll try to run with Sanders. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal. Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it.
Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Ravens take over. At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Well, now this pass brought in by Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch gears. Joker. Shift.
They go play action now. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check three. Watch the edge. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's put him on the buses.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Eagles' 47-yard line.
Again, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Jackson on the move to his left. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Touchdown. Slam, slam, slam. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Off the play fake. Jackson. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the throw.
To throw is Jackson. Off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A gain of 6 there on first. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go, here we go.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Parker, the intended target.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
53's the mic. 53's the mic. Get that quarterback. Shut up. Check it backer, check it backer. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This time Jackson will throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Here's Jackson. Off play action. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
65, 65, 6 guys, check, slant, check.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
36.
Off play action. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Check three.
Throwing is Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. Third down here. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Wentz now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Hey. It's on track. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Ravens 34, Eagles 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 43.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Throwing on first is Wentz. Buying time to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check. Crunch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Pick the edge. Go.
Jackson, option right. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. There he goes, right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
74.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz dancing to his left. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 36. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A big play there.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Two-jet.
Wins to throw again. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. Now Wentz. The quick slant caught. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Check nickel. Shift. Switch. Swap. Check 4.
Jackson, option right. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Coming to you. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Off. Watch the curls. 54's Mike. Check.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Push him back.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Wentz now on first down. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. To throw again on second down. Wentz. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
Justin Tucker
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
50 throws. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
On first down, Swift. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.